Hi everyone, this is your friend Navneet from Divinity World. So last week we discussed the three of the 7 states of Northeast India, which are also fondly called the 7 Sisters of India. The states that we discussed in the previous video were Assam, Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh. Today we'll be discussing the remaining 4 of them, the Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura and Manipur. So let's start. Let's start with Nagaland. Nagaland is a mountainous region. Almost 90% of the area of Nagaland is under mountains, right? 90%. Rest 10% of the area, which usually borders the Assam, is plains. Also, this state is also called a Mecca for ornithologists or the people who study birds. It is also called the falcon capital of the world. Yes, it's a fact. It is called the falcon capital of the world. But the bird which is being revered and celebrated the most in Nagaland is a hornbill. To commemorate it, there is an annual festival which happens from 1st to 10th of every month, which is also called the Hornbill Festival. In this festival, the 16 tribes of Nagaland who speak 15 languages, they converge at one place and they celebrate. Now, if you think a small state having 15 languages, let me tell you a small trivia about languages in India. There are 780 languages known spoken in India. And still, India is at the second position as far as the number of languages spoken. Do you know which country occupies the number 1 slot in terms of number of languages spoken? It is Papua New Guinea, a country with a rural population of 85%, and it's the 3rd largest island nation of the world. 850 known languages are being spoken in Papua New Guinea. It's such a culturally diverse country. Yes, so let's come back to the Northeast India, right? There is a peculiar record as far as foodies are concerned about Nagaland. One of the hottest chili pepper of the world, with a very strange name, rather a scary name, Bhoot Jolokia, is a native of Nagaland. Its hotness is being measured over 1 million Scoville heat units. Now, Scoville heat units or SHUs is a measure of the hotness of a particular pepper. The highest being that of California Reaper, which is over 2 million SHUs. But scientifically, Bhoot Jolokia was the first chili pepper was being tested with over 1 million SHUs. So next time if you ask for Bhoot Jolokia, you'll get a red hot chili pepper, right? So Nagaland is a predominantly patriarchal society as opposed to Meghalaya. You will be surprised to know there has not been a single member of Legislative Assembly or MLA who is a woman from Nagaland. So this is something they may not be proud of, right? So let's move on. Let's move on to the next state, which is Mizoram. Mizoram, or the land of Mizo Hills. The tribes of these places are also called the Cookies, right? Also, Mizoram is the largest producer of commercial bamboo as far as India is concerned. It contributes to almost 14% of the entire commercial bamboo production in India. But this boon has another flip side to it, right? Rather a somber side to it. Every 45 years, Mizoram grapples with a problem called matum. What actually happens is that there is a phenomena wherein the bamboo, it gives flowers after every 45 years, one particular variety of bamboo, from which the seeds come, and these seeds are one of the most favored diet of rats. So there is a flood of rats, and these rats, they overrun almost all the crops of Mizoram. So it results in famine, lots of poverty. So it's something kind of matum is basically a bane for the people of Mizoram, and they grapple it after every 45 years. So let's move. Let's move to the next state, which is Tripura. Now, Tripura, you will be surprised to know that the celebrated father-son duo music composers of Sachin Dev Burman and Rahul Dev Burman, or Pancham, they belong to Tripura. Before partition, when Pakistan was a part of India, rather the East Pakistan also, the distance between Calcutta and the capital of Tripura, which is Agartala, was only 350 kilometers, which after the partition became stretched to 1700 kilometers, because you have to travel all the way from, take the loop and reach Agartala, rather than going a straight distance. Now, Tripura has a lineage of Manipur kings whose dynasty started in the early 15th century. In the early 1400s, Manipur kings their dynasty started, and we have witnessed almost 144 kings since then. It is one of the longest running dynasties in India, which finally ascended to Indian Republic after independence. So this was about Tripura. It's a beautiful place, rather, and let's move on to the land of MC Mary Kom, one of the proud athletes that India has ever produced. 5 gold medals in World Boxing Championships, along with an Olympic medal. She's the pride of our country. And this is also the land of social activist Iram Sharmila. So Manipur is a culturally rich state, and one of the classical dances of our country, which is Manipuri dance, belongs to this which Manipuri dance, which is basically about the Ras Leela between Radha and Krishna, originated from here. It is also the land of beautiful lakes. One of the most interesting fact about Manipur is that world's largest floating national park is in Manipur. Yes, my dear friends, one of the largest floating parks of the world is in Manipur by the name of Kebul Lamyao. So we end the 7 Sisters of Northeast India episode here, right? And just to repeat, this is one of the most beautiful regions of India, and but for that small Siliguri corridor, it would have been totally disconnected with the entire India mainland. So thank you, dear friends. Keep watching our videos till we meet next time. Mera Bharat Mahan.